What's a coincidence that you think about a lot? I'll go first.
You know, I always thought it was a coincidence that some of the biggest entertainers in Hollywood all share one thing in common. You see, these people are or are associated with the religion of Jehovah's Witnesses.
All praise and thanks to the Most High Jehovah.
Before I start, I have to thank Jehovah God for this.
No, I didn't go to college because I was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, we both love God. We both love Jehovah.
You were raised Jehovah's Witness. So was I.
You were?
Absolutely. My mom still goes to the Kingdom Hall to this day.
Wait.
But did you know that Jehovah's Witnesses have a strong connection to Zionism? Now, the history of Jehovah's Witnesses is a complicated one, but it starts with the story of Charles Taze Russell. According to Israel's World Union website, Charles Taze Russell was the first president of the Watchtower Society and is known to many as the founder of Jehovah's Witnesses. But few realize that Pastor Russell was an early advocate of Zionism and that he spoke and predicted an imminent return of Jewish people to Israel. And Benjamin Netanyahu stated that Charles Taze Russell's story is a neglected chapter in the history of Zionism. In the book, Jewish Hopes by Pastor Russell talks about the restoration of Israel. He believed that the church got it wrong about the divine plan of God. Notice what he wrote in 1910, 30 years before the Holocaust. He said, "At the last meeting of the Zionists, it was determined to transfer all business association to Palestine." And I want to be clear that he didn't believe this was an interpretation. He believed that this was prophecy, that the Turkish government would open up an opportunities for the Jews to find refuge from Russia and move to Palestine. Because the Jewish Messiah was coming, and Jerusalem was supposed to be the capital of the world. And here is Charles Taze Russell Tombstone that was recently taken down by the Watchtower Bible Tract Society. And here is a Zion's Watchtower that he wrote. And if you look in the upper left and right hand corner, you will notice those are the logos for the Knights Templar. You see, the danger in this religion is that the average Jehovah's Witness has no idea that the founder of the religion was actually a Zionist. You see, this organization refers to its members as slaves. And they also encourage their youth not to seek higher education. And as a result, they can hide their history.
Are Jehovah's Witnesses Zionists? No, they are not.
Joseph Rutherford coined the term Jehovah's Witnesses in 1931, and he also changed the doctrine of the Watchtower Bible Tract Society. He believed that as long as you were associated with the group of Jehovah's Witnesses, then you will be a part of the earthly reign of God's chosen people. And since then, they have abandoned the ideology of Zionism. But is that true? If you look at the aerial view of an assembly hall they own in Denmark, it's in the shape of a triangle and an all-seeing eye. And we know this to be Masonic imagery. And I always thought it was interesting that the Bible that I grew up using was called the New World Translation. And the imagery that we see at the Denver airport that's often associated with many conspiracy theories is the same imagery we see when we observe images from the Watchtower organization. Now, in the Strong Concordance, the Hebrew word for Hova means ruin and disaster.
Young Hova, you heard?
And that's an interesting name to choose to use for a group of people that refer to themselves as God's chosen people.